In JoJo's eyes, she has succeeded, done exactly what she sought out to do with her bad girl rebrand, but the public has a different opinion and has been chewing her up online for everything that's been posted related to her. But her close friends are sticking up for her, even calling out influencers choosing to join in on making fun of her. And that's exactly what happened when JoJo went on Nick Viall's podcast. Now, JoJo has been doing a lot of press in order to promote her new song, Karma, and she's become this meme as she's been talking about rebranding herself into this bad girl trying to be like Miley Cyrus during her bangers era. The problem is people are more so finding the whole thing to be a joke and aren't taking her too seriously. Either way, JoJo seems to be pretty happy because people are listening to the song, whether it's for good or bad reasons. But one thing she didn't like so much was that some friends of hers were joining in on clowning her. Nick Viall brought this all up when JoJo was on his podcast. The two of them are pretty close because they were on the same season of the show Special Forces together, and Nick wanted to stand up for JoJo in the fact that people were posting videos on TikTok sort of making fun of her new song. He called out James Charles and later Tana Mongeau, saying that he really just didn't like that they had done this. JoJo, however, did stick up for James in that she said that he had actually texted her prior to posting the video of himself dancing to the song, and she told him that it was okay for him to post.
Just keeping it real, the internet is coming
brutal
at you.
Yeah.
Hard.
No, they are.
We got TikTokers.
James Charles
is talking some
James texted me yesterday.
Like, yeah, he texted you?
No, he texted.
After he mocked you?
So he texted me and he was like, do you care if I post this?
Oh, okay.
And he was like, do you care if I make a dance video to Karma? And I was like, please do. I was like, go in, like, poke fun, get the deal.
Right.
Well, here's the thing.
Well, good for him for calling, I guess,
Yeah.
and asking permission.
Honestly, James posts a lot of dance videos on TikTok, so honestly, when I saw this, I thought he was actually like seriously trying to do the dance and not so much making fun of JoJo, but Nick didn't like that he had done this despite JoJo having been fine with it. JoJo did invite James to her song release party, which also seemed like the problematic people of the year party, with Colleen also having been photographed at the event. But we already knew how JoJo felt about Colleen, as she has defended her plenty of times online since her cancellation, but certainly still isn't the best look for JoJo. As far as James, the two of them did end up hanging out over this past weekend and filmed a TikTok together where they're both doing the viral dance. But when it comes to Tana, she was not getting a pass from JoJo. Tana had posted twice using JoJo's new song, once with her boyfriend and another time where she was singing it and then had something to comment after.
I was a bad girl. I'm doing bad things. You think she's ever taken like a perk 30 and like cussed somebody out?
JoJo actually admitted that when she saw what Tana posted, she texted her about it because she was actually quite hurt.
I mean,
Here's the thing about Tana. I've loved Tana since I was 13, 12. And where I'm confused with Tana is I have been not friends with her, but we have been close, like homies. I did her podcast and it was like, we were talking about having like a fun night. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So for her to go do all that, she was mocking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I actually texted her. I just sent her own video and I said, LOL. And she just responded, ha, 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 ha. But I was like.
You just said LOL?
I think that's what I said. Let me see.
You didn't say what the fuck, biatch?
I think it's just JoJo being like,
give me my.
I saw this. Like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's
no, I hear
clocked, bitch.
I said.
But her being, ha, 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 ha.
I said, first question, no. Second question, yes. Ha, ha, ha. She responded, ha, 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 ha.
And it seems JoJo was sort of insinuating that Tana was quite fake because she said that if she were to see Tana tomorrow, she'd be super nice to her face, but then she does stuff like this, which is questionable.
But the thing is if
Tana Mongeau.
I saw Tana tomorrow, like, Tana, like, JoJo, what's up?
Yeah.
But then to do that, I'm like, wait.
It's just to get the views.
That's why I appreciate that James reached out, being like, hey, do you care if I...
But you don't? Why did you?
Well, for me, I mean, look, that's
if you had it, it does promote your song.
Yep.
James Charles does have a massive platform.
And in talking about the hate that she's gotten from all of this, JoJo admitted that it does hurt to see what some people are saying, especially if it's somebody that she knows.
You're putting your heart and your soul in this. You're literally paying for it, doesn't it? Like,
it burns.
It hurts a little.
It burns. Yesterday. Nope, not yesterday. Day before I was pretty upset about it. And then yesterday I was fine all day. And then this morning I was kind of a little, again, like in a want headspace. But I think that's just where I'm at physically right now. I'm just like, keep it pushing.
Now, when it comes to Tana, JoJo did do her podcast, but she did her podcast prior to the entire defending Colleen situation. The episode came out after, but was filmed prior, so they didn't ask JoJo anything about Colleen or any hard questions, and Tana liked JoJo at the time that they were filming. It was fun, it was chill, but Tana got a lot of backlash when the episode came out because it was after JoJo had defended Colleen. She had to clarify the timeline of the filming, and later on, Tana sat down with Trisha Paytas and Jeff Wittek, where she was talking about this whole situation with JoJo and JoJo coming on her podcast and JoJo defending Colleen, and it was very clear that she was not liking what JoJo was doing, especially because Tana is very much Team Trisha these days, and it did not seem like Tana was going to further support JoJo after this whole mess. Given what Colleen had done to Trisha and said about her and made fun of her and all that, and the fact that JoJo was supporting her, Tana was just like, nope.
I had her on a couple days later, and then I guess she went on Howie Mandel's podcast and went
like
all
random.
Colleen Core. Had the Howie interview came out before she was supposed to come on canceled, I wouldn't have done the episode, or I would have at least like bought a borderline, asked her about it. Like,
Yeah,
you know
and it
what I
had
mean?
nothing to do with me, honestly. I was just like so annoyed with her because it was kind of the same situation like Scotty defending David. It was the exact same thing, like JoJo defending Colleen. When there's like hardcore evidence and facts, like she was kind of basically like everything is lies. And I'm like, no, but there's like facts that this is not a lie. This is an awful person.
There's videos.
So I don't know if JoJo just never saw that Tana talked about her with Trisha after she had defended Colleen, but it did not seem like Tana was going to be, at least publicly, saying anything nice about JoJo. Maybe she has behind the scenes, maybe Tana has texted her all friendly on the low to make it seem like they're still friends despite what she's been saying publicly, and it isn't until now that JoJo is calling it out.
I mean, especially when it's people that you considered to be friends with. I mean, like Tana and James. It's like, I thought, you know, we were cool. I thought we were friends. And then you're like online making fun of me. Like, that hurts.
Yeah, Tana, I will say, that was confusing. James, I literally told him to go for it. You know what I mean? James was literally at my studio last week. Like, that boy, I was like, please do it.
Yeah,
and he actually said the same thing with his song. He was like, if you want to make a TikTok and you want to blast me, he was like, go for it, because that will do good. It's all a game.
But I don't think he would, though.
Me?
I don't think he would make a video blasting him.
No. And I think he, for me, was just doing the dance trend. Like, it is what it is. Like, I
know, but I'm glad he asked.
I appreciate you as my friend.
But I wish he would have been like,
my defense.
I wish it would have landed better as a friend if he would have just,
yeah,
supported you and like used his massive platform to like, give you a shout out. I wish he would have done something that didn't require him to call you up and ask for permission.
That's valid. That is valid.
Nick was certainly going to continue to be mad at James for JoJo, even though I think James promoting her song in any way was not about to be a good look for her, since he's controversial as well. But I get what Nick is trying to say, and it does suck if someone you think is your friend is essentially asking if they can make fun of you for some views on TikTok.
He is somebody that I would consider a friend. You guys I would consider best friends. You know what I mean? Like, we're not on a level, like, if he needs to use my space, like, come over, like, happily. If we want to do a video together, happily. But we've never gone out to dinner.
Yeah.
I've never gone and hung out with him. We've only filmed together. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, I definitely,
Can I be mad at him for you, even though you're being super gracious?
Sure.
But JoJo does say that this all has led to the song's success numbers-wise, and she is pretty used to the hate because this has been something that she's dealt with her entire life.
My song has gained so many creates daily on TikTok. The song charted before it's out. That doesn't happen. Like, there's so many goods. The pre-save number is gnarly, apparently. I can't complain. I knew that I was asking for this. I think that I didn't think it was going to be as successful as it is. I knew people were going to hate on it. I mean, that's been my whole life. No matter what I've done since I was 9, people have been weeds to me.
Why do you think that is?
Honestly, I think I was fun to hate. I think I was easy. I was an easy target. There was a lot that you could say, and I would feed it. If people said I was loud, I'd get louder. If people said I was annoying, I'd get more annoying. If people said, oh, your bow's too big, I'd wear 2. You know what I mean? Like, I knew from a very young age how to market off of that type of commentary.
The hate has only built up more over the last month, and it doesn't seem to be simmering down anytime soon. One thing is for sure though, and it's that she has made a statement, that's for sure. I mean, there's so many people who don't really pay any attention to pop culture in my life who've been asking me what's going on with that JoJo girl. So she's got people curious as to what conversation is surrounding her name, and I just wonder, will this lead into another song dropping soon, an EP, an album? What is her big plan here? I guess we'll just have to see, but for now, that is what JoJo had to say about some of the people in her life who she knows have poked fun at her. Let me know all of your thoughts about this in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.
Bye.